As fans of the Immortal Night Chronicles will know, a motif of St. George slaying the dragon plays a part in the series, symbolising the struggle between Richard and William. The Order of the White Dagger is formed by Richard of Ashbury because of this symbology, because, as Richard says, he is the Dragonslayer, but he is also the dragon. St. George, if he ever really existed, was a Christian Greek soldier of the Roman Empire from Cappadocia, or perhaps Syria, who was martyred for refusing to sacrifice to the Roman gods. He was a heroic figure to people right across Christendom, and one who was particularly attractive to soldiers because he had been one himself. His popularity really took off across Christendom during and after the Crusades, probably in part because he was a local saint to some extent, but also because a more ancient form of his legend already existed in the minds of Europeans. He became the patron saint of England, Portugal, Romania, Georgia, Malta, Catalonia, Aragon, and more. Some people like to use this fact to cheapen the notion of George being the patron saint of England because he's not special to any one country. He's not even English, you might hear or read people saying. But that just betrays their ignorance of our past pan-European, what for centuries was called Christendom, cultural history. So why did his legend take off so much? Well, interestingly, the image of a horseman driving his lance into a monster dates back far beyond the medieval period, and in England and Europe at least, the celebration of St. George overlays a more ancient motif, or rather it's a development or new incarnation of it. The image is found in our ancient past because, in the Indo-European tradition, the giant serpent represents the chaos that is always attempting to destroy our people, our civilization, our society. The serpent, as a symbol in stories and art, represents the external, the other, the great enemy, the demons, the evil that wants nothing but to destroy us. And the Dragon Slayer therefore represents order, stability, and continuity. He is the strong arm of the mighty that keeps chaos at bay. For example, the Germanic hero Sigurd, known as Sigurd to the English and Siegfried to the Germans, is the archetypal dragon slayer in Germanic heroic myth. And it's also seen in the ancient myths of Perseus slaying the snake-headed Medusa, which is the story of my novella The Wolf God. You can get a free copy through the link in the description. And it appears in stories of Heracles slaying the Hydra and Ladon the dragon. And there's the myths of Indra slaying Vricha and Thor battling Jormungandr, and many other examples. For the medieval people of Christendom, St. George also represented heroism and bravery, honour, fame, piety and righteousness. So he was the perfect icon for the chivalric ideals of the age. After it was adopted and promoted by the kings of England, it became a motif embraced by the English generally, not just the nobles. How many Englishmen through history fought battles while crying his name? The idea of righteously charging down a monster with your lance couched, with God on your side, is a glorious and inspiring one, whether you are a knight or an archer, or a red-coated lieutenant in the 44th Regiment of Foot. It's no surprise then that it has proved so popular and is so enduring. St. George may have died in about AD 300, but by celebrating him and using his symbol as inspiration for our nation, we are continuing a tradition that is thousands of years old. And this symbol has a meaning so deep and ancient, repeated so often down the centuries, that we might feel the importance of it instinctively without knowing exactly where it comes from. So he is a man, a legend, a symbol to be admired and emulated by all those who oppose evil. And he is a hero for the English people. Happy St. George.